Okay, so that was the original series. Of course, now we move on to the Next Generation. Oh, by the way, I checked the ages and they are all from Memory Alpha, so they're all accurate. I honestly had never considered that Scotty was older than McCoy, but apparently he was. So there you go. Fair enough. Anyways, so this is where we get to compare captains and things, which is going to get interesting because everybody has their favourite captain, don't they? This is not going to be slightly controversial, is it? And obviously, all the Next Generation crew are going to beat the original series crew hands down just on the basis they were born later, which seems a tad unfair. But there we go. Great picture again. And I've only just realised, of course, that all the pictures are sort of done with the Starfleet insignia there, which is quite nice. Although not very appropriate for Klingons and Romulans. But never mind, we won't worry about that. In fact, there should have been a Klingon ship there, shouldn't there? But they're indicating original series by having Enterprise and all those, I suppose. Yeah, still smarting a bit from that. There are no spaceships in this, but obviously you can't then compare them to the humans, can you? So I suppose that wouldn't work. Okay, but spaceships. I do hope they do another series of spaceships in Star Trek. That would be really, really cool, but probably even more controversial. Anyways, on to the crew of the Next Generation. The Enterprise D. I have to think then, that's appalling, isn't it? It's only because there's the E around to confuse me, but yes, the D. Because these are D era, and that's the D. Duh. Okay. So, threat to the universe. Notice the massive, massive jump. I think that might be a Locutus thing, in which case, all credit to them for going on that angle. I mean, generally, no threat to the universe whatsoever, unless he's been simulated by the Borg. But that could be true of anybody. It was just unfortunate it was him. Okay, all right. Starfleet Authority 30, that's fine because Kirk was 30, so that fits. No problem. Too boldly go. I'm not going to make a hair joke at this point because that would be ridiculous, but he scores the same as Kirk, which I think was a wise move on their part. Otherwise, there would have been, well, I was going to say there would have been letters, clearly there would have been emails, but anyway. I wonder if they give their email. No, let's not worry about that. And Cunning 39, so he's slightly less cunning than Kirk. That is going to get some people. I mean, at least it's only one difference, I suppose. Yeah, I've just realised I've not been reading all the descriptions, but I think we know who these people are, so I'm not going to worry about that. Although, as I mentioned, they've been stabbed through the heart, isn't it? No, they knew they were onions to an extent, but I still bloody, what was it? Starfleet Authority 50. Get out of it. Anyway, simple error. That's you, Picard. Okay. Oh, they chose the cheesiest possible picture. At least he's got a beard in that one, but wow. that's a picture that says hello ladies. Threat to the universe 2. Right. I mean, if there was threat to the holodeck, possibly it would have scored higher, but 27, which is several more than Spurk, more than, as he says, knocking the camera, more than pretty much everybody else except for the baddies. Is that right? Yeah. So basically, he's just slightly less than. Okay, 27. Okay, that's fair enough because he's. I'm not sure about that personally, but there you go. Doesn't make sense to me. He should be the same as Spurk, surely, shouldn't he? To boldly go 18. Maybe it was racism. That's what's reduced it. It's because he's a Vulcan. Don't like that. Boldly go 18. That's the same as Sulu. Again, it's all a muchness, isn't it, for the most part. And Cunning 35. So he is pretty cunning. Okay. But again, comparable with everybody else. Although not as much as Uhura, which I like. Good. We are going to disagree on this one. Year of birth, fair enough, because he wasn't born for heaven's sake. Threat to the universe 10. This is the android that took over the Enterprise on multiple occasions. He's a severe threat to the universe. He might not mean to be, but he is. It's ridiculous. Starfleet Authority 27. So that's more than Spock. How's that possible when he's not the first officer? Well, who decided this? In fact, yeah, he's more than practically everybody else over there. Ridiculous. Cunning 12? 12? Is that because he's supposed to be all naive and stuff? Maybe. But, I mean, obviously he's got incredible intelligence. I mean, yeah, both him and Spock really done in by the selection of choice here. I think they should have had intelligence instead of year of birth, because year of birth is just silly. Silly. Geordie! Yay! We all love Geordie. And Threat to the Universe 5. I think that's actually too much, really. He's not a threat to the universe at all. He's unless you count his jumpers. Maybe that makes him more of a threat to the universe. Obviously, he doesn't score anything for his Geordie roles, sadly. Starfleet Authority 16, which seems really low. Yeah, it's. Oh no, he's one more than Scotty. So is it being a chief engineer that knocks you down or something? Doesn't seem right, does it? But then, he was originally in red, of course. He was a command. To boldly go 17. So he's got more courage than Data. Doesn't seem right. Yeah. And cutting 40. 40? That's more than Picard. Well, he should be captain in the Enterprise then, shouldn't he? I mean, what? Are they just scoring him highly on stuff he knows about engineering? I mean, if they're scoring him on stuff he knows about women, I mean, he's not going to score anything, is he? Yes, it is Wolf. Threat to the Universe 50. Well, you don't want to cheese him off, certainly, but I do think that's a bit harsh. We certainly never caused as much damage as Blue Data did. Starfleet Authority 20. So he outranks Geordie, which... Is that right? No, I don't think that's right. I mean, technically he was the same rank on the show, but Geordie was Captain of Engineering. That should have meant he outranked Worf. And he... Oh, they were both in red at one point, weren't they? So that's past... Oh, I don't know. To boldly go 15. 15? It's more than original series Klingon, I suppose. But here's the thing against me. Trouncing everybody, including Kirk on Cunning, with 49. Forget about, Picard. You don't want him captain. You want Worf. He's got Cunning 49. What? By what logic is this number assigned? It's Troy, not the best picture of Troy, it has to be said. It's all gone a bit wrong there. I don't know what she was thinking of at the time. But, oh, bless, you ought to be smiling. Anyway, Threat to Universe 30. 30? So, Threat to Universe Riker 2, Threat to Universe... What did Troy ever do? And don't say crash the Enterprise, because we all know that's not actually the case. That's just madness. Starfleet Authority 27, that's the same as Riker. What? I mean, I know she did the command exam and everything, but she didn't... Really? To boldly go 8. Why is she so low on courage, effectively? Yeah, I mean, she's similar to Chekhov, for heaven's sake. I thought she showed a great deal of courage, considering. I'm not at all biased towards her. No, not at all. It's nothing to do with my teenage hormones. Anyway, and Cunning 20, which seems, again, a mite low, but, we're talking about one of my favourite characters here, so... the same as a Romulan, interestingly. But then again, all the others are much higher. Yeah. Oh, my cruds! Why? Why? On the upside, he's wearing his uniform and not one of the jumpers of the first season. So, yeah, he's going to win a lot compared to all of these, just because of his year of birth. Threat to the Universe 30. What? Eh? What? Oh. He pulled all those chips out once, didn't he? But even so, I think that's a bit high. Starfleet Authority 8, that should be low. In fact, that should be the same all as Pavel Chekhov, but Chekhov's around 15. To boldly go 7. And Cunning 10. This is supposedly the most intelligent person on the ship, according to the writers. And he's Cunning 10. Wow. Maybe they're factoring in life experience or something. Only one bad guy this time. But, if you're going to go for a bad guy, go with a Borg. Yeah. So we've got Year of Birth, not known, fair enough. Threat to the Universe, 100. You know, we're not going to argue with that. They were the big bad, weren't they, until Voyager came along and ruined them. But till that point, yes, that's fair enough. Yeah, Shuffling, I will see. Boldly Go, 18. So far more cunning than Troy, apparently. Or far more brave rather than Troy. Doesn't seem fair. Cunning, 45. Wow, that's more than Kirk and Picard. So their Borg couldn't beat Picard, apparently. What? I mean, it's not cunning that makes the Borg strong so much as just, you know, invulnerability and strength. And they really chose these badly, didn't they? Rubbish. Anyway, that's your Next Generation.
Ba, 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 ba.